Hi, it's Helen Martin here from helenmartinonline.com and welcome to video 1 of this branding course. It's so awesome to have you here and I really do genuinely look forward to working with you to help you set up your really powerful brand online so you can build a really successful business. So video 1 is all about the foundations of branding, sort of how and why do we brand ourselves online? Which type of Facebook page do we do that on? And what wording do you associate with your brand, not to confuse people and just have that instant rapport with your target market so you can attract people to you and start building your fans and followers. So firstly, let's think about your network marketing company. So you think of yourself and all the other reps or distributors or business builders, whatever you call them in your business, of that company. So you've all got the same products to offer. You don't have any control over that. You don't have any control over distribution. You don't have any control over pricing. You don't have any control over the company or the training that they provide or even the compensation plan. So you and the next person in your business are all offering the same thing. So what makes someone buy from you versus somebody else in the business? How do you stand out from the crowd? How do you get people reaching out to you going, what is it that you're doing? I'm interested to look at what you have. So the importance of branding is making you stand out from the crowd, offering something of value that is over and above what everybody else has to offer. Now, a lot of people think branding and building their business online is about pushing their product, service, and business opportunity on their personal Facebook page. Some people are even being taught by their upline, you must post on your first personal Facebook page 3 to 5 times a day. Here are the quotes, here are the memes, the little images. Here are the specials. Make sure you do it. Make sure you reach out to people. So they're being taught that way. If that's you, it's not your fault. If you're hounding your personal Facebook page and that's what you've done in the past, it's time to stop. It's time to build your business online the right way. 2 major issues with using your personal Facebook page to push out pictures of your products and, sales, 10% off, or there's a special because it's a special occasion of some sort. Or you write a little story about how lucky you are to join this business and the owners are awesome and the products are awesome and the ingredients are unique because they're sourced from somewhere where you can't source, no one else can source, those kind of things. You should join me in my business too. Those kind of messages on a personal Facebook page have the reaction in 2 ways. 1, if I come across your Facebook feed and I see all these pictures of products of some sort, and it's like, this product is awesome, it does this and it does that, if you want some, PM me. The impression that it creates for me is you are selling something. You are a sales rep for those products. So it's all about selling. When you come across as selling, people will go running 100 miles an hour. Yes, you may be able to get a few sales here and there from family and friends, but what's your objective here? If you want to move a lot of product, if you want to build a really valuable, viable business where residual income is working in your favor, so much so that maybe you could give up other work that you're doing, then you need to stop that kind of activity. So the last thing you want to do is to be portrayed as a salesperson. So don't get me wrong, people love to buy, but they do not like to be sold to. So when you push out pictures of products on your personal Facebook page, and I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but if you are, it just creates the impression that you are a salesperson and you're selling something. So let's say you private message somebody and follow up with them and start a couple of questions, and then you lead into the business. The person on the other side of that, if they've already seen your posts on your personal Facebook page, are probably like, I know exactly why she's messaging me. She wants to pitch her products to me. So you lose the opportunity to talk about the benefits of the products that you have. And let's face it, most products and services that are attached to a network marketing company, MLM or direct sales, are superior. They're generally very, very good products. But some people won't touch them, won't buy them, won't want to know about it, won't return your message because they know it's part of a network marketing company. So your biggest secret needs to be your network marketing company. You can create as much curiosity and intrigue as you like on your personal Facebook page, but that's where you should stop. So even the business side of it, let's say you're having a cup of coffee, it's a nice sunny day, you're outside, you've got a nice picture of the cup of coffee, your feet are up on a stool or something. You could be saying something, I love being able to work, my side business from home, or it could be your full-time business, I don't know, whatever's relevant to you. But I love being able to grow my business from home. That's intrigue. People might send you a message going, what are you up to? What's going on? I had that early on when I was creating intrigue. My friends would message me and go, what are you up to? What are you involved with? What's going on? And, some of those people joined me in my business. Whereas if I had plastered my Facebook page with pictures of the products, apart from the side that it looks like I'm trying to sell them something, so I don't have that opportunity to talk about how good the products are. I don't have the opportunity to resonate with a particular individual about how tired they are and how much my products might help them. Or, if they want to lose weight or, makeup, skincare, whatever your business sort of represents. It's got to be a personal connection in relation to the benefits for that person. So yes, people love to buy, but they don't like to be sold to. They need to come to their own conclusion that they want what you have, and how you achieve that is through curiosity and intrigue on your personal Facebook page. So tell stories. Maybe you've got a good product testimonial. If you don't, somebody else does. Tell their story. So intrigue people, create that curiosity, and that's where it stops on your personal Facebook page. Because the other thing they're going to do, you got pictures of your products or you mentioned the name. I've just joined the most awesome business called XYZ, blah, 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 blah. If people don't recognize the name, and they often won't initially, they'll go and Google it. Now, what do people find when they go and Google something? They're rightly or wrongly, there will always be an article up the top bagging your network marketing company. It will say up there that X products are a network marketing business model. And then probably next to that, all network marketing companies are pyramid schemes. So somebody already knows what your products are, what the business model is, and that it's illegal and you're doing something that's scammy. That's the impression that it can create when you push the name of your products and your company out on your personal Facebook page. So this is what we don't want to do. Now, there will be leaders in your network marketing business. There will be uplines that you know of that only use their personal Facebook page. But there's probably one or two things that they've got that you don't. They might have thousands of friends and maybe even thousands of followers on top of that. If they don't have that, they might already have credibility and authority in the marketplace. Maybe they're already successful in business already. So people are happy to follow them. People are happy to look into whatever it is that they're doing because they've got that authority and credibility. If you don't have a large following, if you don't have success, great success in business already, and have authority and credibility already in the marketplace in general, you are going to struggle to do what they do. They can get away with it. You can't. You don't have the following. People are looking at you going, what's she doing? They're not looking at you as whatever she's doing is working. Let's follow her or him. Totally different impression, totally different outcome. So even if you have an upline that's pressuring you, you've got to post on your Facebook page 3 to 5 times a day. Put these posts out, put these specials out. Mention the name of the company. Offer people the opportunity to private message you about the business. That's the fastest way that you're going to kill your business online. If you don't already have the following and you don't already have the authority and credibility to go about it. So I can't stand here and say nobody is successful using their personal Facebook page, because some people are. And they will do things that they will tell you to do because it works for them. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you. And this is where we come into the branding piece. What does make you stand out from the crowd? How are you going to make people reach out to you? So this is where I want you to understand you are not your company. You might love your company. You might love the products and love the company, but you didn't create them. You don't own them. You have no control over them. Everybody is offering the same thing. What do you own? What is unique to you? What is your biggest asset in your business? You. You are your biggest asset in your business. If people don't like you, they won't buy your products off you. If people don't like you, they're certainly not going to join you in your business. You are your biggest asset, and that is what people are drawn to first. Even when I was saying about the person, your upline, somebody that can be successful on their personal Facebook page, people are drawn to them first before they're drawn to the products and the company. So this is the whole purpose of branding ourselves online. So it's us as an individual. We are unique. You are you. I am me. There's no one like you and there's no one like me. There are enough people. There are, 2 billion people using Facebook every single day. So there are, what was the stat? 1.6 billion daily users. So there's over 2 billion people on Facebook, but over 1.6 billion people a day using Facebook. There are enough people for you to find your tribe. There's enough people in Facebook land for you to find your followers and your fans, and for me to find mine. And there are people out there in Facebook world that will love you that will not love me, and vice versa. Your voice, you're unique, you stand out, and there are people that will resonate with you. It's no different to making friends. There are people that you will be drawn to that you make friends with, but you're not going to be friends with absolutely everybody on the planet. Same with building a brand online. There are people that will gravitate towards you that will not gravitate towards me. There's enough people in internet land for all of us to build a powerful brand online. I would heed that with a warning though. According to experts in the field of social media branding and building a business online, and somebody that I follow that made $16 million on Facebook last year, he said just recently, we've got 2 to 3 years to build a powerful brand before two things take place. It's going to be way too noisy, so way too busy. You're going to get lost in the crowd in a few years' time. The other thing would be, with that pressure of too many people going online, they will make people pay to play. So the only way you'll be able to build a brand online is to pay to do it. At the moment, you can set up a page for free. You can create content for free. You can do Facebook Lives for free. So you can give value to an audience and build your tribe for free. When we get to the likes campaign and you ask Facebook to bring them to your page, that's a paid strategy. But you can do that for as little as $5 a day. So at the moment, we can do things for free and really cheaply on Facebook to build a really powerful brand. So I would not waste any more time. Because if you waste another 6 months, another year, there's going to be a whole new wave of people that have taken action faster than you have. And then you're going to be trying to build a brand with all the masses. Fast forward another year or another 2 years in front of that, and then it's going to be really difficult to do. So now is the perfect time. There are a lot of network marketers still building their business online the wrong way through their personal Facebook page. But I don't doubt, my prediction in a few years' time, it will cotton on to majority of network marketers rather than minority of network marketers. So build your brand now, build your presence now. So when everyone else catches on that this is the way of the future, the advent of technology, and we've got it, on phones, on watches, on glasses. Like, what are they going to think of next? Technology is moving so fast. You need to be there. Traditional network marketing will always have its place. You're always going to be talking to people. And if a need arises, so you establish a need for your product or service or business opportunity, go there and have that conversation with them. But build a brand online at the same time. Don't stop one for the other. Keep doing them at the same time, but build your brand while you're still talking to people the traditional way. And if you have exhausted your warm market and you've got no one else to talk to, then this is where you can concentrate on the online world and attract your tribe through the internet, through Facebook's targeting. So this is one of the reasons, well, there's many reasons why we brand ourselves online, but one, it's to make you stand out from the crowd. Two is, the traditional way of building a network marketing business relies on talking to people. There's only so many people in your town, your city, wherever it is that you live in, the restaurants that you go to, the shops that you frequent. There's only so many people that you can talk to. Yes, population grows everywhere. Yes, we come across new people all the time, but they're not pre-qualified. When you use Facebook, build a brand, build your presence. We'll get your branding right, talk about that and the wording and how you position yourself in the marketplace. And then you ask Facebook, to bring people to your page. Then you elevate yourself and your authority. You become a point of difference and you can find pre-qualified people. So when we walk around in our town, our city, wherever you live, country, etc., when you speak to somebody, you've got really no idea whether they're interested in what you've got. When you use Facebook's targeting through a likes campaign, and it just means they ask somebody to go and like your page, they're putting up their hand, clicking the like button, saying, yeah, I want to listen to this person. So they pre-qualify themselves. So on your Facebook page, you are only talking to the people that want to listen to you. They've already put up their hand and say, yeah, I like her or his page. That is so, so powerful with how you move forward in your business, because you're not approaching people that are not qualified. You're not banging your head against a brick wall with no, 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 or you're not recruiting people that see the opportunity come in, but they come in for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, couple of months, a few months, they talk to 10 people, they all say no, and then they go, this is too hard, I'm not doing this anymore. So when you get pre-qualified people, they're already interested in what you have. So it makes a big difference in the people that stay in your business when you recruit them. So I've talked a little about personal Facebook page. Now let's talk about groups. Groups have a place. I would recommend you use groups. Groups are awesome. They're a new big thing and they're really, really helpful. 2, send prospects to. We don't want to send prospects to that information on our self-branded Facebook page because we're not using the name of the products. We're not using the company's name. But have a group that's got your company branded information, videos, PDF brochures, whatever you've got in there. And so when somebody has put up their hand and said, yes, I'd like some more information, so great, I've got a group, it's private, but are you happy for me to, add you to that group? They go, yeah, sure. And then have all the company information that you like, all the videos that you like, all the documents and the tools and the resources that you've got available to you through your network marketing company. Let them self-discover all that information. So groups are awesome to let people self-discover the information and social proof. So when you've got a lot of people in a group and people are saying really good things about the products, giving their testimonials, or you're sharing company testimonials into your page, then it's awesome social proof and a great way to give exposure to people about your company's information. We don't want that on our self-branded Facebook page though. We want to get the people to know, like and trust us first, to then say, yes, I'd like some more information, to then go over to the group. So that's the difference with groups. They do provide a valuable place for your business. Just use it in the right context and make sure they're closed and they're for prospects to go into, and then have all the company information that you like. Some people will have groups that are open and public. You can if you want, but I don't recommend it, because if somebody connects, that public page to your self-branded Facebook page, which is public, secret's over again. Your biggest secret, unless somebody asks you, what company do you work for, what company you're involved with, it should only ever come from your mouth. You don't want people to self-discover information about your products or about your company. You want to lead the information every step of the way. You need to be the one in control, so people don't go to Google and find out that it's a network marketing company, then think that all network marketing companies are pyramid schemes, and you've lost the opportunity to talk to that person before you ever realize it, because they've self-discovered all the information they think they need. When you lead the information every step in the way, you keep control of what they learn. You keep control of sharing the benefits and draw them in before they expose themselves to all that extra information. So that's where groups fit in. So what we're talking about is a fan page. We want you to set up a fan page which is branded you. It's your name, it's your head, so nice photograph of you. Your name is up there. I wouldn't necessarily even worry about a business name. You look at my self-branded Facebook page and it's just Helen Martin. So I am the brand. You are the brand. This is what we're trying to get through to you. You are the brand. You are not your company. You don't own them. You don't have any control over that. If you create your own company and you have your own products and your own business or your own shop and you're not in network marketing, different story. But in a home-based business with network marketing, MLM or direct sales, it's not your business to control. It's not your business really to market in that way. You need to leverage yourself as the point of difference. So that's key. It's your name. The second thing is, how do you then establish your brand? What do you stand for? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to have up in lights as your little tagline? This is the critical component of branding. So a question I would ask you first, do you have a product focus or a business focus? Do you just want to sell more product and shift to more product? Or would you like to build a powerful business with more reps coming through, business builders and distributors? So make a choice. When you are as big as someone like Oprah Winfrey, promote what you like. When you are starting out from scratch and you don't have a lot of success behind you yet, and you don't have an established brand, please pick one. You can evolve your brand. So at the point of time of doing this video, I'm branding myself. My tagline is helping home-based business owners bring their business online through social media branding, lead generation, video marketing, and mindset. So I've got my tagline, and then I've got the things that I do. So in seconds, people know what I look like, what my name is, what I stand for. It's like, what do I help people with, and how do I help people? That's what the bullets points are for. So just realize that human beings have the attention span less than a goldfish. So goldfish have an attention span of 8 to 9 seconds. Humans have less than that. It's about 6 seconds. So think of your branding as being that important that in 6 seconds, people need to know what you're about and how you're going to help them. That's how important your words are. Now, when you're Oprah Winfrey and you can hold up a pen and go, this is the best pen I've ever used, and they go flying off the shelves around the world, then you can promote anything you like. When you're brand new and you're probably thinking, how can I brand myself online? I don't have any success yet. Maybe you don't have any recruits in your business now. Maybe you don't even have any customers. Maybe you're starting from scratch. So you've got all these doubts running through your mind. How am I going to build a brand online when I don't have any success yet? So I just want to highlight to you, you do not need to be successful first to build a brand. Everybody starts somewhere. Oprah Winfrey started somewhere. Tony Robbins started somewhere. Nobody starts with a given following. Nobody puts themselves online and there's suddenly 10,000 people there. Everybody starts from somewhere. But if you are coachable, you've got a vision, you know what you're trying to achieve, and you're willing to invest the time, the energy, and the effort into getting the skills that you need to get and getting the mentorship that you need to get to guide you along the way, and you know what you're trying to achieve, and you're not going to let self-doubt get in the way or lack of self-belief, and it'll creep in there. I know that. It still happens to me. But you've got this vision, and you can learn something and teach it to somebody else. You can build a brand online. So if you've got the vision, you can be coachable, you can work hard, you can put the effort in, you can take the action, you can put the investment into your business to do that, learn the skills that you need to learn, and you are capable of learning something, turning around and teaching it to somebody else, then you can build a powerful business online. That's all you need. So if you're sitting there thinking, I've got no idea how to brand myself online, that's okay. We'll get into a bit more detail about that. But if you're sitting there thinking, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm not successful enough, then just what I said before, you don't need to be successful to start building a brand online. Just having the right headspace for it, taking the action, and investing in your business and moving in the right way to get the skills you need to learn. And why I say willing to learn something and teach it, because you only need to be one step ahead of the person that you're helping. So you only need to have a little bit more information than somebody that's listening to you on your page. You don't need to be a guru. If you care, if you lead with value instead of your wallet. So the first thing that comes to mind is something like, how can I help my tribe today? What kind of value can I bring my fans and followers? If you can think like that, rather than what post can I put up today to get somebody to buy something off me? So depending where your mindset is at, and I get it. I know you want to grow your business. I know you want to sell more products, and I know you want to grow your business and get more reps into your business, distributors, etc. But this whole purpose of attracting people to you online is that you lead with value. You don't lead with your wallet. The biggest problem with network marketing in the traditional sense, and people follow this through online on their personal Facebook pages, is they just want people to buy. They get desperate for it. They want people to buy their products. I've got to grow my business. I've got to get more money in. It's a short-term fix. They feel the pressure and it exudes that way onto other people. When you are needy, when you come across as, you really should look at my business, it's awesome and it's really helped me and the products are awesome and the ingredients are sourced by somewhere in Alaska that no one else can source, and it's helped me with this and it's helped my friend with that and it's really awesome and it's wonderful and you should really do it. I think it'd really benefit you, blah, 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 blah. When that is the place that you come from, people feel that desperation. Yes, you need customers. Yes, you need people to join you in your business, but you don't need any one person. Hold your posture. Hold your head high. You don't need any one person. So when you are talking to somebody online or offline, you establish a need with somebody for your products or your service or your business opportunity. You would say something like, so you've established that need and you think, yeah, I think they'd be, interested in my products, my service, or my opportunity. It's like, I'm not sure if you would be open to this, but I'm using some products at the moment that have really, really helped me. And from what you've just described to me, I really think they could help you too. It doesn't matter to me whether you're, interested in this or not. But if I sent you some information about what I'm using, would you be open to looking at it? No pressure. You don't have to. I just really think it would benefit you like it has me. That kind of wording lets somebody know you care. You're not leading with the wallet when you pitch it that way. When you pitch it in a way, I've got this awesome thing and you should have it too. It's blah, 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 blah. And you go into the ingredients, whatever. No one cares. All they want to know is that you care. When you start to care, people will start to listen. When you give value on a self-branded Facebook page, you will start to get fans and followers. So it's all about leading with value, not leading with your wallet. So we've got our self-branded Facebook page and we care. So I just went on a tangent there with a few words that you can use when you're talking to people in person in the traditional network marketing way. And also when you bring a conversation offline, you might be in Messenger, but you're still using language. You still have to have the right kind of language in what you write, as is what you will speak. And just a little tip with the wording I was using before, don't use the word interested. Use the word open. So if you say to somebody, would you be interested in looking at some information? It's too easy for people to say no. Oh, maybe later. No, not right now, but yeah, maybe I'll have a look at it later. Whereas if you ask somebody, would you be open to looking at some information? People don't like to think they're not open. So it's really hard for somebody to turn that offer down when you say open, because not very many people will say, no, I'm not open. They don't like to think they're not open, even though they might be. So they might just look at your information because of the way you've worded it. So just a little tip there. So we brand ourselves online and we're leading with value. This is the key here. So how do you brand yourself online? Now, this is the critical component that I started to talk about before, product versus business. When you've got a big following, you can evolve your branding to include both. But I wouldn't recommend you start that way because you confuse your audience. So when we go online and brand ourselves, you've got to know who your target market is, and that's going to be different depending what you focus on. So if you focus on the products, your target market is going to be representative of the benefits of the products that you provide. So let's say you're in weight loss. So your target market is going to be people looking to lose weight. If you're in skincare, your target market is people that are interested in skincare. If you're in health and wellness, then your target market is going to be people that are interested in health and wellness, etc., etc. When you've got a business focus, then you want people to join you in your business and have a business focus. That kind of person will be somebody who gets network marketing, who understands residual income, who wants more than the 9 to 5, is willing to work and take the action to build something on the side while they're working at their full-time job because they're striving for something more than the 9 to 5 grind. They want more choices in their life and they understand and appreciate that there are different ways to make money. So your target market there is very different to the target market over here when you're trying to move more products. So this is the critical component in knowing with your branding, who is your target market? Who are you trying to attract to you? Do you want to build a business? Do you want to move more product? I can't answer that question for you. It's something that you need to put some thought to. And I've got a little workbook down below, which hopefully that you've downloaded that with the welcome video and you're working through some of this information before we get to setting up your actual page and putting this all into practice. So you need to put some thought into what's your focus. Now, the next step to this, let's go a deeper layer. If you don't have success yet, so you're not successful in your network marketing business yet, but you want to learn how to attract people to you online, you're not sure what you've got to talk about, you haven't really got many stories to tell because you don't have a team to speak of, or you don't have successful stories yourself. So what I've done is to learn the power of leveraging an exposure agent. So let me explain that to you. An exposure agent is somebody that helps lift your authority and lift your credibility in the marketplace while you're learning. Gives you information and tools and videos and strategies that you can leverage off to give valuable information to your fans and followers that you haven't had to create yourself. So if I just back up a little bit with myself, I had a terrible start in network marketing. My upline was non-existent, so I didn't get any training. So I didn't do very well in the beginning. That was really hard for me because if you don't know anything about me, I'm from the corporate world. My last job was as a general manager in a corporate organization that I'd worked for 16 years. I was very well respected in the industry and it was my life. I'm only not there, I'd probably still be there. We had somebody pass away in the family. We had to pick up our life and move to the country, and I reluctantly resigned from my job. So network marketing came and found me, and I fought it for a number of months because I didn't like it. I wasn't a fan of network marketing, wasn't a fan, had the stigma of network. Oh, I don't know if that's something that I want to do. Don't you have to hassle your friends and family? Anyway, I had nothing to lose. In the scheme of things, of running your own business, the investment is very small. So I really didn't have a lot to lose. And I had the time and space that I never had before to start to look into it. But I had a really bad start because I didn't know what I was doing, so I failed dismally. I remember crying once to my husband saying, I know I'm not stupid, but I can't crack this and I don't know if this is the business for me because I'm getting so much rejection. And people in the corporate world that had truly respected me were saying things to me like, why are you doing something like that? What have you got yourself involved with, Helen? And were putting me down for it, and it crushed me at the time. So I thought, I've got nothing to lose. I do want to make this work. It's amazing when you step out of the corporate world, how quickly you know that you don't want to go back. So I really wanted to give it a shot. I really had nothing to lose. So I learnt what I needed to learn. I went to my upline's upline. I watched YouTube clips. I just did my research. That's when everything changed. So in the traditional way, I jumped, 4 ranks in 7 months, car qualified, free car, huge momentum, team was growing. It was very exciting times. Money was rolling in. It was awesome. It was really, really exciting. Fast forward 6 to 12 months, half of them are gone. Why? Because we end up recruiting our family and friends. They're not pre-qualified. They join us because they like us. I know I had a lot of people join me because they knew I was successful in business, but it doesn't mean they're going to do the work. And I think they thought I was going to do the work for them. So although I gave them the right training and the enthusiasm and tried to be the best leader I could, they would try for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. They'd talk to 10 people. All those 10 people would say no, and they'd go, this is too hard, hands up in the air, and then they'd stop returning your messages. So back to square one, I was gutted. It took me so much time and energy to get to that place, and then I was losing my team members. So I had to find another way. So I started researching online strategies. I started following a lot of network marketing gurus, and I was trying to work out how they were doing it. And this is where I came across attraction marketing and a little ebook called the Attraction Marketing Formula, which maps out the entire formula for building a business online. And one of the first pieces of that is branding, which we're talking about now. So I found a community and I found this attraction marketing formula, and it started my journey with attraction marketing and attracting people to me. So as you know, the critical part to the start of this journey is creating the right Facebook page and branding yourself in the right way. So I wanted to build a business. I still get customers by branding myself through the business side of it. But believe it or not, I brand myself on my page. If you've seen my page, it just says Helen Martin, and I explained this before. My head, my name, my tagline is helping home-based business owners bring their business online. I'm in the middle of changing that at the moment, so it might be different by the time you watch the recording of this video. And my bullet points are social media branding, lead generation, video marketing, and mindset. So that's my current branding. Now, this exposure agent. When I started online, although I had success in network marketing, so I did have something to leverage. I needed more. I knew nothing about the online world other than what I researched, and I knew that gurus were branding themselves online, but I didn't know how to do it myself. So I got involved with an exposure agent to give me credibility in what I was offering, the information that I was talking about, offering out ebooks, offering out videos, offering out content that made me valuable to the marketplace. But it was not anything I had in my library of resources that I created because I wasn't skilled enough yet. Now I can create my own things, but I had to learn through the exposure agent how to do that. If you don't have that support, you're on your own. You've got to create your own things to attract people to you. Now, if you're already successful, you may be able to do that easily. But if you are not successful yet, you're going to find that really difficult. So let me talk about the two areas with an exposure agent. So if your focus is branding, the product, then your network marketing company can be your exposure agent. Without using the name of the company or the name of the products, your network marketing company would have a website. On that website would be probably a mission statement or things that they do, things that they've researched, white papers about their products that's got really good information in it. They would have videos, they would have all sorts of resources, maybe PDF documents, all sorts of things that they've done the research on the products. They've got all the information on the products. You don't need to come up with it because they're not your products. They've got all that information. So that's the kind of information that you would use when you promote the product as a brand for you. So let's say you do weight loss. So the company that you're attached to would have a whole lot of information about the products and how they help with weight loss. So leverage that. You use the network marketing company's information as your exposure agent. So you use their information, resources, and content, as I described before, and make it your own. So you've got some credibility and authority in the value that you're bringing to your marketplace. Now, if you want to build a really good business and your focus is building the business, then you could use like the same group of people that I use as the exposure agent, and they're called Elite Marketing Pro. Now, Elite Marketing Pro are a mentorship company that are full of 6, 7, and 8-figure network marketers that are all teaching other network marketers how to build their business online. And they have ebooks full of juicy information. One of those ebooks is called Social Media Recruiter, so you can teach other network marketers how to recruit online. There's information about LinkedIn, there's information about attraction marketing, there's all sorts of videos. They do videos 5 days a week, every week of the year, that you can use that content. And like I said before, if you can just learn something, turn around and teach it, you leverage yourself off their content. So this is what is called an exposure agent when you've got a business focus. So product focus, you use your network marketing company as the exposure agent. The business focus, you use a company, a mentorship company like Elite Marketing Pro to be your exposure agent. So while you're learning how to create your own value, while you're creating your own team and building your own business, you can leverage the information of the exposure agent to build your authority and credibility so people see you as being valuable. When you give valuable information to your fans and your followers and they learn to know, like, and trust you, that's when they'll buy from you, they'll personal message you, and they'll go into business with you. So it's really, really powerful using or leveraging what we call an exposure agent in both of those two areas. If you don't use that, and you don't have to, you've got choices in anything you do. You're just on your own with bringing value to the marketplace, and that can be really hard when you don't have success behind you. When you are at the top of the company, you've got a downline of thousands of people, you're at the top of the comp plan, you would have story after story after story and can bring content and talk about that and how you've achieved this and how your team achieved that and what you did here and what you did there. You would have those stories. You don't need an exposure agent. When you don't have any success behind you yet, it's going to be difficult for you to bring value to the marketplace and thinking of content all the time. So you use an exposure agent to bring that content to life. You just deliver it. So you learn something, you turn around and teach it to your fans and followers. So that's just a bit of an explanation as to how you can brand yourself. So let's think about the wording. So you've got your face. You've got a nice picture of your face. And there is the next video is to how to set up the page. So we go through all the little bits and pieces. Step by step, I will show you how to set up your page. But what you need to bring some thought to from this video before we get to the next video is what you stand for, who your target market is, what your tagline is going to be, and what are your sort of bullet points or value-based information to let people know how you're going to help them. So let's look product-based. So you've got your name, your photograph, your tagline might be, helping mums to lose body fat without being a slave to the gym. That might be your tagline. And then your bullet points underneath might be healthy recipes, natural supplements, and whatever it was. So that might be how you brand yourself. In the business building, I know this might not make sense to you at the moment, but I would encourage you to do what I do. You don't need to be an expert in this field. This is where everybody's fear goes up and they go, well, I can't do that. I don't know anything about teaching other network marketers to build a brand online or build a business online. This is where Elite Marketing Pro comes in, and you leverage them as an exposure agent to give you the content to deliver to your marketplace. So if you want to build your business, you need to attract other network marketers. Did you know that network marketers statistically change companies in their lifetime 7 times? Now, you might not get that because you might be in the same company that you've always been in. You might be in a couple. But if you really dig this industry, people do move around. And there's a really powerful story of branding that I want to share with you. There's a lady that was in a company, I won't mention the name of the company. She was, I think, second highest earner in the company. Top of the compensation sort of plan, if you like. Almost $1 million earner within her network marketing business. She wanted more leverage in her business as far as building online. She was doing 3-way calls over and over and over again and was exhausted because she had a downline of over 8,000 people. So she started branding herself online and looking at how to leverage the online world to simplify her life a little bit, but also attract people to her outside her warm market because that was all exhausted because she still wanted to keep growing for herself. So she started branding herself online. The company didn't like it. This is a rare example. You are branding yourself online, not the company. So you shouldn't be worried about your company and doing this moving forward with attraction marketing because it's about you. It's not about the company. But for whatever reason, the company didn't like her helping other network marketers and just talking about network marketing in general. So they came down on hard on her. It got that awkward for her that she walked away. Could you imagine walking away from a downline of over 8,000 people and almost being $1 million earner? So if you're almost $1 million earner, you can imagine what her monthly check would be from the company. But it got too hard. Her values and her integrity were way more important to her than the money. So she walked away and started from scratch. So she went to another company. She had her year anniversary. It was about 2 weeks ago, I think. So in the last year, she already has a downline of 1,400 people. She's already at the second highest level in the compensation plan for that new company. Now, how did she achieve that? One, she was already successful in network marketing and people knew it. So success draws success. So not a lot of people will be able to achieve it that fast. But the key here is she branded herself online and was sharing her story as a person. So when she moved companies, people were drawn to her. It did not matter which company she went to. People wanted to follow her. People that were unhappy in their existing network marketing businesses, whatever they were drawn to her. So much so that in a year, she's now got a downline of over 1,400 people. And it's booming. She's booming. It's all because she branded herself online and people were attracted to her. I'll say it again. It didn't matter which company she went to. She could have gone anywhere. They were following her because she'd built a brand for herself. This is what I want you to try to understand is the power of you as a person. You don't need to have the success that she had behind you If you do, it'll speed up your results, no doubt, like it has for her. So you won't be able to do it necessarily as fast as she can unless you've had the success that she had prior to. But this is the power of branding. People get drawn to you. They get to know, like, and trust you as an individual. Therefore, they'll want to go into business with you. So let's go back to our wording. So my wording, as I said before, helping home-based businesses brand their business online. You can tell in a second what I do. I help home-based businesses brand their business online. There's nothing clearer than that. It's very self-explanatory. How do I do that? My bullet points underneath: social media branding, lead generation, video marketing, and mindset. So people know, oh, she can help me build a brand. Oh, she can help me find leads. Oh, she talks about the mindset stuff and video, marketing, Facebook Lives, those kind of things. So in that small window of opportunity, less than a goldfish that I've got to, when somebody comes to my page, what is she about? Then they know. So when people brand themselves online and use words like, I help motivate and inspire people to live the life that they want, I would highly encourage you to stay away from branding like that. It's not targeted enough. Who are you going to target? So you can't drill down to your perfect target market. I know my target market, they're network marketers. That's who they are. That's my target market. So something like you're trying to be inspirational, I get it, but something like that with your branding, when you try to attract everybody, you attract nobody. So you might think of your products, and I'll say to you, so who do your products sort of represent? Oh, everybody can do with health and wellness, better health. Yeah, maybe, but if you go for everybody, you'll get nobody. The more specific that you can be with your target market and drill down to your customer avatar. What is a customer avatar? A customer avatar is an actual person. So a target market is the overview of the market you're trying to attract. So mine is network marketers. But my customer avatar is somebody who's like me. Somebody who is a mum, has got kids, working in the corporate world, slaving the 9 to 5, trying to fit in life, sport, work, being a mum, being a wife, cooking, cleaning, all the extracurricular activities she might have as well, but wants something more, wants some freedom back in her life, wants to earn some more money on the side so maybe she can work less in her full-time job to give her more choices. Somebody that can earn more discretionary income so they can go on holidays more often, and when they're on holidays, not worry about the bill for the restaurant at the end of it. So, or don't order the steak because that's too much. Or we can't have a glass of that because that's too expensive. Oh, look at the cost of a glass of wine. You don't want to have to worry about those things. That's my customer avatar. My customer avatar is written out. Her name's Sue. She's 42 and she's got all those things that I just explained before. So in the PDF document that you've been asked to download from the welcome video, I want you to map out who you think your target market is. So that will come from, where is your focus? Is it a product focus or a business focus? So who is your target market? Who are your people? Who are your tribe? Then I want you to think of your customer avatar. If you could think of the perfect person to join your business, who would it be? How old are they? Are they male? Are they female? Where do they live? What do they do for a living? How many kids have they got? How much income are they earning? Talk to that person. Then when you brand yourself online and we've got all that sorted out and I've done your review of your page and we're on the right track, then now you can talk to that person. So every time you do a Facebook Live, you talk to her or him, whoever your customer avatar is. The smarter and more strategic you can get about your target market and your customer avatar, the more success that you will have in your business because you're targeting your perfect prospect. When you speak to your perfect prospect, you will speak their language. They will listen to you. They will be drawn to you. They will trust you. Then when they trust you, they will buy from you and go into business with you. So there's a lot to think about here, and this is the purpose of this video. You need to start thinking, and don't do it on a whim. I want you to finish this video and go to that PDF document, from the welcome video, the little guide there and look at those questions and put down your answers. Who are you trying to attract? Who is your target market? Write out your customer avatar. Who is she or who is he? Where do they live? How old are they? All those kind of things. And always have that person in mind when you're bringing value on your page. So now think about the little tagline you're going to have. What is that? So let me go back to what I said before. If you say something like, I inspire women to live the life of their dreams. I get where you're coming from, but it's too broad. So if you are going to go the product route, then speak to the benefits of the product. So if it's weight loss, then that's your tagline. I help women lose weight without being a slave to the gym, like I would have said before. If it's about, skincare, inspiring you to have healthy, glowing skin in a natural way. I don't know what the words are that you're going to come up with, but it needs to be, your tagline needs to be representative of what you're going to talk about. So the same with if you want to build your business and use somebody like Elite Marketing Pro as your exposure agent, you need to talk to other network marketers. So inspiring network marketers to build a powerful business online and offline. Do both if you want. That's okay. So network marketers need to know how to talk to people, online or offline. There's lots of skills, closing, dealing with objections, all the stuff that we deal with traditional network marketing. People that are building their business online need to know that stuff too. So if that's what you feel more comfortable, with, although I would encourage you, don't do what's comfortable. When you push through fear, when you do things that are uncomfortable, that's when you're going to break through and that's when you're going to have success. So if you feel really uncomfortable about branding yourself in that way, using somebody like Elite Marketing Pro as your exposure agent and talking to other network marketers, get over it. It works. I do it. I've learnt to do this through successful network marketers that are branding themselves online. This works. I earn a great income from building my business this way. I've been on the top of the leaderboards with, Elite Marketing Pro and how their business works. And I can generate income from Elite Marketing Pro when people say no to my business. It's an awesome way to grow your business online. And for me, using Elite Marketing Pro as my exposure agent and building my network marketing business, online through self-branding and attraction marketing, they go like this. I couldn't do one without the other now. So I know you might not really understand all of this at the moment or who Elite Marketing Pro is, but it will become clearer as we go through the training. But I really want you to think carefully about your branding. So what's your tagline attached to who your, target market is? So how are you going to help them? That's your tagline. So you've got your target market sorted out. You know who your ideal target market is. You've written out your customer avatar. You know exactly who you are speaking to and who you want to draw to your business. Now you're writing your tagline for your page. So that needs to be congruent with what you want to be known for. What value are you going to bring to those people that you've just established there through your target market and your customer avatar? So is it helping people with skincare, or is it helping people with weight loss, or is it helping people look better, feel better, those kind of things. But don't be too broad, please. Just remember, when you go too broad and you try to attract everybody, you will end up attracting nobody. And this is the critical component to branding. The more specific you can get, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable. Even if you don't think you're knowledgeable enough yet to brand yourself in that way, just remember, if you're happy to learn something in that space, turn around and teach it, you can build a brand in that way. Then once you've got your tagline sorted out, then you want to put some bullet points underneath that gives somebody an idea of what it is that you actually do. So yeah, I help home-based business owners, bring their business online. But how? So by my 4 bullet points, social media branding, lead generation, video marketing, and mindset, it gives people an indication of what I give value on, what I'm going to teach them about. And you wrap all of that up in your welcome video. So when we get to the video next, video 2, about actually setting up the fan page, and I'll walk you through how to do that, we're going to talk about the welcome video. So you pull all these bits and pieces together of your target market, your customer avatar, your tagline, and your branding, dot points. You bring that all together in your welcome video. So we'll go through that in the next video. But what is it that you're going to help people with? So like I said, like in the weight loss, it might be healthy recipes, exercise tips, whatever it is that you can bring them value on. So like mine, I do talk about social media branding, etc., etc. So have a think about in what ways can you bring value to your target market. I can't answer these questions for you. This is the critical component in the course because everything else feeds off this. So please take the time, the effort, and the energy to give this some really good thought. You're not locked in. You can evolve your words and strategy with your branding as you go along. But like I'm playing with my words, and I'm probably going to just my tagline, not my 4 bullet points. I'm just playing with, my wording. It's not going to be dramatically different, and it's still going to be targeting my same target market and my same customer avatar. It's just I'm going to be a little bit more specific in my tagline. So you do have the opportunity to change your branding, but just remember 2 things. You've only got 1 chance to make a first impression, and secondly, you've only got about 6 seconds to do that. So knowing who your target market is, knowing who your customer avatar is, having the right tagline for what you represent and what you're going to bring value to people about, and the little bullet points sort of underneath. If you haven't looked at my page before, just go to Helen Martin. You search through pages, not people. If you search people, you'll come up with my personal profile. That's not the one you want to look at. You want to look at pages, and comes up with my public page, Helen Martin, and have a look at my wording and my branding. So I've just had some, at the timing of the recording of this video, I've had some different photographs taken. That photo on my page is just a photo that was taken at an awards night that I attended, and I just cropped it. So it's not a professional photo by any means. It's just a photo I've had. I've had that photo up there for over a year. So don't think to need to start your branding, everything has to be professionally done. Just have a nice sort of clear, crisp sort of photograph of yourself. But we'll get into that in video 2 when we actually set up your page and look at all the elements of the page and how to set it up properly. So I hope that makes sense to you. You may not have all the pieces together yet, but this is one of the reasons why I wanted to offer you the bonus of reviewing your page. So you might have some thoughts that are going through your head. You might put a page together, but the purpose of me reviewing your page is looking from an outsider's view in to what I perceive that you are about. And if I look at your page and I think, I don't really know what value you're going to bring, it's too broad, then I can give you that feedback so you can fine tune things before you do a likes campaign and get people there. The more you can brand yourself the right way before you do the likes campaign and get people looking at your page, the better. This is the foundation, as I said at the very, very beginning of this video, to your whole journey online is your branding. So your messaging needs to be clear and simple. Your tagline, what you stand for, what you want to be known for, letting people know what you can help them with. Critical with your branding. So the next step. The next step is to go to that PDF document that was mentioned in the welcome video and in the pinned post. Go and download that and put some thought and answer those questions that are in the guide. When you've got that sorted out, then you can move on to video number 2, where we're going to set up your actual fan page. I'm going to go step by step through it with you on how to actually set it up, and then you can put your branding into place. So please don't rush this component of the course. This is the most critical part of the course that you need to put some real good thought to, as to how you brand yourself online. build yourself a powerful brand so you can build yourself a really successful business. So I wish you all the best in your thinking and how you think you can brand yourself online. And we'll move on to video 2 next in actually setting up the page the right way. So I'll see you over on video 2.